and I was like, oh my god. Hey guys, it's Sierra and welcome to The Shameless Show. So this is going to be a very ghetto video because I filmed yesterday and all of my footage got deleted. I was so pressed. I was so annoyed. So this week is storytime week, so I thought I'd tell the story of how I almost got beat up by a drunk girl. No lie, this actually happened, I promise. So basically, I'm just going to start with a little bit of backstory. When I was younger, we used to go to trips a lot and like different places, and we used to go to Mexico every spring break. I don't know why, I was like 10, but anyway, yes, I was like 10 and we went to Mexico for spring break because, you know, why not? And we went on a booze cruise because 10-year-olds are apparently allowed on those. I don't know why we were allowed on there. I guess it was a different kind of thing, but we were allowed, even though it was like full of like drunk people and like drunk girls and like all this stuff. But we were still allowed. Why not? Anyway, when we got on, it was me, my brother, my stepbrother, and my stepmom, and my dad. And we're just, you know, hanging out. My dad and my stepmom were hanging out, drinking and stuff. So me, my brother, and my stepbrother were hanging out downstairs of the boat and like hanging on the rafters and like jumping around and like screaming because that's what, you know, children do apparently. And I met these girls and they were like 18 probably, I don't know. They were drinking, maybe 21. I never spoke to them again, so whatever. I look older than I am. Like yesterday at a concert, someone thought I was 21. So when I was 10, I probably looked about, I don't know how old I looked, older than I was. Anyway, they thought I was older and they were like, hey, you should come hang out with us. So, you know, me being the person I am, I was like, yeah, I want to be cool. I want to hang out with older girls. Like, what do you mean? And I left my brothers alone. I was like, goodbye guys, like, see you later, like, gotta go. And I went and I hung out with these girls and we were like dancing and they were teaching me how to like twerk and stuff, like 10-year-old goals. And they were like teaching me how to like get low and stuff, and it was intense. We kind of did that like all night. Like half the night I like went and hung out with my brothers, and then like the rest of the night I was like chilling with them because they were fun. And then when the boat was over, because when the boat ride, the cruise, whatever, it was like maybe like midnight, I don't know. It was a pretty long cruise. It was probably like 2 hours. It wasn't like a cruise, but it was like a 2-hour like just around the area kind of thing. And we as we were walking off, I was back with my family again. I didn't know where those girls were. I didn't know. There was another drunk girl in front of me as we were walking out of the boat. And I stepped on the back of her foot on accident as I was going up the steps. And this girl was probably like very wasted because she was like slurring her words. She was like going, hey guys, blah, blah, blah. Like she was being crazy. So as I was walking up, I stepped on it and then she turned around to me and I kid you not, like I'm not making this up. She looks at me, she's all, excuse me, did you just step on my foot? And I was like, oh, I'm sorry, yeah, I'm sorry. And she was all, no, like, excuse you? Like, sorry is not enough. Like, and then she was just acting crazy, like a drunk person would, you know, like when you see a drunk person, they're like, I want to fight, like that's what she was doing. And me, 10-year-old me, I was like standing there, I was like, please don't hit me. I was like, don't hit me. Inside my head, I was probably like, come at me because I'm a savage. She just kept like yelling at me. She was like, excuse me, like, sorry doesn't mean anything. Like, you want to fight, like, fight me, blah, blah, blah. And at the time, I didn't know that this girl, she was friends with the girls I was hanging out with on the ship, but she was not with us when I was hanging out with them. So I never met her. I didn't know who she was. She was just a random drunk girl that the other girls knew. And so, as she was like threatening to fight me, my stepmom was a savage. She's not my stepmom anymore. Anyway, she was a savage. She turns to look at the girl and she's all, excuse me, what did you just say to my stepdaughter? And at that moment, I was like, girl, this is about to be like a cat fight. Like, I gotta go. And the girl, the drunk girl, not my stepmom, she like looked over and she was like, and then she just turned around because she was so scared because my stepmom, she was a scary person. Like, But she was so scared, and she like turned around and just kept walking. She's like, whatever. And I was like, oh my god. And so she kept walking, and then I just like turned to my stepmom and I was like, and then, you know, we left like normal people. And as we were coming off, I saw the girl that was in front of me with the other girls that I was hanging out with, and like the girl that was in front of me was like screaming, like, this girl stepped on my foot, mama, and they're all, oh, what'd she look like? And they pointed at me, and the other girls were like, that's our friend. And they were like, yeah, that's our friend, like, she's fine. And they came over to me, and like their friend was sitting in the corner, the one that was in front of me. She was like she looked annoyed that like they were talking to me. She came over to me and she was like, well, not she, them, whatever, I can't speak. They came over to me and they're like, oh my god, are you okay? Like, I'm sorry, like, she's had too much to drink, like, she's fine, like, you're chill. And I was like, yeah, I'm good, I'm great. And then my parents were like, who are these girls? I was like, they my friends. And they're like, friends, they're like 18. I was like, I don't care. And so I was like, yeah, thank you, blah, 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 I'm fine, blah, blah. And they were like, okay, good, I'm sorry, she's bad, blah, blah. And the girl was just standing in the corner gawking at me. She was like, she was so drunk, it was so bad. Like, they were like mildly drunk. This girl was like over the top drunk. It was bad. So there's not really much else to the story. I left. I was like shook for the rest of my life. I was so scared. I was like, I almost got assaulted. I almost died. I didn't almost die, but you know. That was the story of how I almost got assaulted by, or beat up by, a drunk girl in Mexico. I hope you guys enjoyed this story. It wasn't that great of a story. I'm like so sorry. Like, I'm trash. But I hope you guys enjoy it, and please like, subscribe, comment, you know, tell me how I did, and subscribe to everyone else on the channel. They're all cool, you know. Let them know, like, if you want to find my social media. I don't know why you would, because I suck. But if you want to, it'll be down below. Thank you, and